more than a decade, Chef Kevin Mitchell has been studying the stories of enslaved chefs and cooks.
My research for my master's thesis talks about enslaved cooks from Charleston.
The chief instructor at the Culinary Institute of Charleston stirs emotions as he adds ingredients to this one-pot dish. Listen as he explains what enslaved people did to prove they were not eating their master's food.
So there's stories of this thing called the whistling walk, where enslaved would come from a main kitchen and they would be carrying food in their hand, and as they're carrying this food in their hand, they have to whistle. The whistling in the eyes of the slaveholder means that because you're whistling, you don't have the time, or you can't eat my food. I had always been interested in like the history of African Americans and cooking and what they cook.
What were some of the dishes they brought here that might be familiar to us?
Hoppin' John, anything with okra, gumbo. When you think of something like purloo, when everything is cooked in the same pot, because as slaves, that's all you had. You had one pot.
As Chef Mitchell rattles off names of dishes that pull top dollar.
Shrimp and grits, catfish stew.
He is aware that this is what enslaved people cooked regularly for their slave owners. He says these were people caught in the pain of their servitude and the pride of preparing meals.